Hey guys, it's Fahad here from Fit with Fahad, and it's just a little bit of a change of scenery on today's video. It's going to be a bit different. As you can see, I've sat down with my laptop, and it's not about fitness, it's not about techniques, tips to help you get in great shape. Hey, I just found this video on my laptop this morning, and it's one of my old fight videos. And if you don't know, I used to fight Muay Thai, kickboxing, semi-professionally, professionally, whatever you want to call it, back in the day. And it's been a long time since I've fought, and I kind of get to miss it a lot. But I found this video. It's from 2012. It's a fight, a K1 fight, which was, I think, in Wales. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to watch it live with you and give you my reaction, which could be a little bit cringy. I remember this fight quite well. And it's been a long time since I've seen this fight. I didn't win the fight, if I'm being honest with you. And I'm not making excuses now. I'm going to give you some background and history to this fight. First of all, the guy I fought was very, very good. He's a very strong guy. He's a really nice guy, really solid lad. And he, after this fight, went on to pack on loads of muscle, I think 5 or 6 kilos more muscle, and fight at a higher weight category as well. He did really well for himself. His name's Liam. Sound guy. I got on really well with him after the fight. We kept in touch. And there's one thing about the fight game I really love. Like, before the fight, you don't really talk to your opponent. During the fight, you want to break them, basically. But as soon as that last bell rings, you go over there, you give them a hug, you show respect to their corner, you catch up with them after the fight, have a chat with them, have a drink with them, or whatever your persuasion is. So it was really interesting to sort of like see this fight back, which I'm going to do live with you. I haven't actually watched the fight. I just found it, and I wanted to watch it with you and commentate over it as well. So just to give you a little bit more history about this fight. So like I said, I'm not making excuses for this loss. The guy was strong, but going into this fight, I did have a flu. And I'll show you something funny during this video, because I clearly remember it, where I sort of have to spit out phlegm halfway through the fight, and the referee, Mike Belgrade, kind of like jumps out of the way. It's quite funny. The reason I took the fight with the flu is the week before, I had a fight scheduled in Essex on a cage fighting event. We got down to Essex. It was like a 3-hour drive. When we got there, my opponent decided to bottle it, and he didn't want to fight me for whatever reason. Now, actually, there was a reason, and this is one of the reasons why you won't find a lot of my videos, fight videos online, or why I never put them up online, is because he saw some videos of me training in Thailand and assumed I was a lot more experienced than I made out I was, which isn't true. But we didn't put the videos of our fights up back then because we didn't want opponents bottling it, because that happened quite a lot, unfortunately. So let's crack on in the video. As you can see, it's in a ring. It's a pretty shitty video. It's a pretty amateur production. It's not UFC, it's not Glory, but it is what it is. So obviously, they're going to do the ring walks now. Yeah, one of the reasons why I thought I'd share this with you guys is I know a lot of people have been wondering about my fighting career. Some of you guys, probably a lot of you guys, it's been such a long time since I've sort of fought and trained in Muay Thai and kickboxing, don't even know that this was part of my life, a big part of my life. I started training in Muay Thai, in kickboxing when I was 18 at university, and it became a big part of my life. I went to Thailand a couple of times to train there. So Liam's out now. This is a K1 rules fight, by the way, so it's not Muay Thai, it's kind of like a modified Muay Thai rule set, where you can knee, you can't elbow, you can't clinch without a knee and then release, and it's scored an aggression. So my opponent's out, referee's giving him the once over, and yeah, I'm coming in the ring now. You can sort of make out just from the sound of my intro. I use heavy metal, as you can tell, when I used to come in intro. And here I am, getting in the ring like a big man. I always show respect by whying my opponent, the referee, etc., and the judges. And yeah, we'll crack on with it. I remember the first thing I remember from this guy, and you'll see it in the first instance, is my tactic going into this fight was to go straight in with a teep, which is like this front push kick. So I was getting ready to do this front push kick, and you'll see when the bell starts, he kind of beats me to it. So it was kind of annoying. And actually, it was a very, very strong push kick. The guy had one of the strongest push kicks that I've ever felt in my life. But you'll see when the bell goes. It doesn't take long. Mike Belgrade, stand-up guy Mike Belgrade is the referee, really good guy, really funny, and giving me my once-over, making sure my protective equipment's on, making sure there's no dirt on my gloves, on my feet, etc. So it's been a long time since I fought Muay Thai and kickboxing. I think the last fight I had was in 2013. I had a really bad injury that sort of like ruled me out for a long time, and I never got back into the ring after that. I trained, but injury after injury just forced me out of my career. So it looks like we're going to get started now, and without further ado, let's crack on. Referee's just going to give us our last set of rules. There's a stare down. I don't lose eye contact from my opponent here, as you can tell. I'm pretty solid. He's sort of looking away, not having any sort of criticism of the guy. The guy's a really cool guy. So watch this. He's going to throw this almighty front kick, and it broke my ribs. Actually, it cracked my ribs. I remember not being able to breathe for a few days after this fight. But here we go. I was ready to go with mine, and boom, he drops me. And you know, he gets a bit boosted by that. But I've got to come back. So coming in with a few low kicks. And he's really trying that front kick again, and I'm trying to like push it away, but it's a little bit difficult for me. And to be honest with you, I got a bit wary of it. So I'm trying to get in there with low kicks, keep my guard up high. He's keeping his guard up as well. Nice high kick there from me. And I think one of the things I really should have done a bit more was be a bit more aggressive and a bit more committed with my punches and kicks. I'm not going to blame the flu, but yeah, I wasn't feeling 100% that day. And you know what? Ever since I started training kickboxing, I still remember my first coach, Marcus Cowell, telling me to keep my chin down, and I always had a problem keeping my chin down. Never really been knocked out cold, so that's a good thing. I had a pretty good chin on me back in the day. He caught me there low, that's why I sort of like signaled to him to keep the legs up high, but referee didn't really sort of say anything, so I'm not the referee. I can only just gesticulate. I try to be cagey in this first round. As you can see, he's been quite aggressive, and I'm just sort of like trying to catch him. But apparently that's not allowed in K1, so I got a little bit of a warning there from Mike Belgrade. And I'm trying to sort of like keep this guy in the corner, and the bell goes. So this is a 3-round fight. K1 rules are usually 3 rounds or 5 rounds for title fights. So this is a 3-rounder, and there's the quote-unquote lovely Ringo. You know what? Some people say that you get distracted by Ringos in a fight. Honestly, you don't see anything in the fight. You're so focused on what's in hand. And to be honest with you, with all due respect to the lovely lady, I don't think my eyes would have been averted by her anyway. My coach there giving me some tips in the corner. And you know what? This is a really important part. You get good tips because you'll get fresh set of eyes when your coach is giving you some instructions in the corner. So you got some, good input, and he's a really good coach. I'm blessed to have had a decent coach in my life. Never really thought I got to where I wanted to go because of injuries, but I'm sure I would have if I didn't have so many injuries. So round 2 is about to begin. I don't know what happened there, but I was a bit distracted. Again, he comes out all guns blazing, and I get told off for trying to catch again, I guess. So I've really got to keep my guard up. I'm trying that low kick, trying to come in with my kicks, trying to come in with. He just outspeeds me there. He's very aggressive. He's a Scouser, Liverpool fan as well. So that's good. You get into a bit of terror. Oh, look at that spinning back kick! I give it a shot there. I thought that was quite neat, and I think I kind of out-techniqued him in this fight. I think I was cleaner. But I think because K1 is scored on aggression, he was clearly a little bit more aggressive than I was. I mean, he had some good, hard, solid punches and kicks on him, but I think I gave as good as I got. There is a part coming up where I sort of like have to spit some phlegm out, and you'll see the ref kind of like do a matrix kind of move, if I remember correctly. But I'm trying to sort of like keep up the aggression and keep up sort of like the pressure on him. Keeping those leg kicks going. But I'm not really damaging him as such. And he's just aggressive and just keep moving forward. He didn't even damage me, other than the sort of like the first push kick where he got my ribs quite badly and cracked them. End of round 2. I can't recall being tired or fatigued at this point. I just remember being really bunged up. But yeah, we're going to go into the third and final round, and we'll see what happens. It's quite a quick fight. And it's a pretty small ring, but this is what happens when you fight at sort of like non-professional shows. But credit to the guy that put the show on. It was a very well-run show. You know, we had everything that you'd expect, doctors and medicals, etc. I remember going in, the guy said the opponent weighed in heavier than me. It didn't faze me. So you know, I came to do a job, and I did my best. I think at this stage I was about 62 kilos. I think he was about 64, 65. You can definitely, I think you can definitely see the size difference between us. I'm definitely the smaller of the two fighters in terms of like musculature. Again, not making excuses, it is what it is. I came to do a job, I did my best. Trying to keep the aggression, but I just couldn't get in there. I'm still trying to look for that sort of like snot incident, but I can't really recall when it happened. Am I making it up? God knows. So yeah, he's coming in strong again. I think this is the round where I kind of sort of like maybe lost it a little bit. He was just being too aggressive. I was just trying to be too clever, technical. But you know, like I said, this K1 rules is scored purely on aggression. And I think he's clearly stepped it up this round. I'm trying my best to get in there, but I'm just not able to. Like for everything I try, he just tries it back here. And I think I'll kind of be honest with you, I do slow down a little bit in this round. I should have maybe kept the gas on the pedal. But I think my defense is pretty good there. I mean, I moved out of the way nicely, teeped him back, trying to get those low kicks in. And there we go, end of the fight. I clearly thought I'd won that fight. Looking back at this now, I still think I might have won it. I don't know. I'm not taking anything away from the guy. The guy's a solid fighter. Really nice guy, like I keep saying. So I'm not trying to belittle him or criticize him in any way, shape or form. Obviously, I think I thought I won. But you'll see when the hands go up, I didn't win. Let me know in the comments below what you thought. That'd be quite interesting. And if you have any questions about my career as a fighter or how to get into it, I'm more than happy to answer these questions for you. But that is my fight. They're going to do the announcement of who won the fight in a second. And I'm pretty confident I won here. I'm ready to get the hand out. And they give it to the other guy. I'm kind of not sure why, but show him some respect and love anyway. So, that there is one of my fights that I've never put online. And today you have seen it, and I hope you enjoyed it. And I hope you continue to watch my channel for fitness advice, even though I lost that fight. But yeah, let me know what you thought in the comments below. I'd really appreciate it. I'll try and dig out some more fights. If you want to see some more fights of mine, I'll see if I can dig them out. I know my mum and dad have got a few VHS tapes of my fights somewhere from back in the day. I'll try and get them converted if I can. If you like this video, if you want to see more of this kind of stuff, like, share, subscribe, comment, click the bell notification. I'd really appreciate that. Again, this channel is more about helping you get fit, getting healthy, giving you techniques, giving you instructionals, giving you tips, giving you hacks, giving you mindset advice, answering your questions, etc. And sort of like telling you what works and what doesn't work. It's not really a commentary channel, but I thought I'd just put that on there for a little bit of laugh and something a little bit different to break away from the norms. If you like that, let me know. I might do some more commentary videos, not just on me, but on other things as well. Maybe I should start doing commentary videos on, you know, other exercises and channels out there which I could critique, perhaps in a nice way, with science, of course, backing me up. But yeah, have a great day. I hope you like this video. I'll speak to you soon. Take care, and I'll see you soon. Sweat more, suck less, and stay awesome.